Harvey was relentless with his relationships and asking for money, which I don't really like to do, but I have to do. And it really came down to just a lot of friends. You're talking like, I think our number's 20 million. Damon's conservative saying 19 million. But you're talking about a group of people that are really close friends to me and believe in me and believe in what we're trying to do here and believe in, and so it's just a group of guys that are really generous to us.
Coach, it seems like this is something that's been eating away at you from what you said during your speech. I've never seen you this excited outside of a big win.
Yeah, well, this is important. There's a lot of factors, and I talked about them. It's going to help the whole athletic department by us having this practice facility. Gymnastics can practice in here more. They can have more of home meets. Wrestling can have meets, and they can, just a lot of things. It's going to help a lot of sports. It's going to open up more locker room space for people. I don't know who's going to move into our old locker room, but it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for other sports to have better facilities. So I just think we need it. We can make more money. We have concerts and different things in this building and not affect us. But it's important in today's world. I'm recruiting against the best programs in the country, and they all have beautiful facilities. And we have a great game day facility. And I wouldn't trade it for any facility in the country. But now people go visit those schools and visit our schools. It's apples to apples now, oranges to oranges. So it hasn't been that way.
And Coach, you're clearly very excited. What was the reaction of players when they found out?
Oh, some of them will never be in the building, so they're not as excited. We're actually starting to use it in our class of 21 recruiting. We don't know when the building's going to get done. I'm very confident we're going to raise the money quickly. Now that we're gone public, we've raised close to $20 million, and it's been private. So now you open it up to all Terp fans around the world. So hope we can get it done quickly. But I think the younger guys are excited. It's going to help, and just having a place to go. And like I said, we have a really good culture of work. Our guys come early, they stay late, and there's some days you just don't have anywhere to go. And now should never happen again.
When did you first start talking to Damon about this?
This has been a vision of mine. I'll be conservative. I'll say 6. This is I'm going to my 9th year, 6 or 7 years.
So the conversation started with Kevin.
Could have.
Right.
How much did having a new facility kind of like this at Texas A&M when you came over playing?
Well, we did one in Wichita too. We built one in Wichita, and I know how it helped us. Just the belief in the program and putting money into a program. Then we did it at Texas A&M, obviously. So to say that we've done it at 3 places. I wasn't involved at Texas A&M. A lot of that money was raised before I got there. Billy Gillespie did a lot of that. But there and here, it's been a big involvement. And, I'm not going to be the coach at Maryland forever, but Gary built this building with his national championship, and we're going to build a nice practice facility for people down the road.
All the New York trips, games and other functions. I mean, because that's why I was told a lot of, obviously Harvey's based there.
Yeah.
How important is that?
Yeah. So we don't need to get into all the stuff, but I do a lot of stuff. I go up there a couple times a year and speak to groups, and we got a great group up in New York, about 85 to 100 people, families that are supporting us, and they're a big part of this, and I think they're going to put together some more money for us. They're going to donate some money. I'm not going to get into that right now, but Coach Harvey maybe will tell you. But they promised us to raise a certain dollar amount to go towards this building.
I'm going to say that he's being humble, you guys, so I'm just going to sit here and say this about it. He's done an incredible job with regard to the facility, going out and fundraising, taking time away from his program and the focus he always has on the student athletes. And I'm going to sit here and say this, man, you've been incredible in going out and fundraising and going to New York and going to the various places and meeting with donors. So when you say a coach is a CEO, he's more than just a coach. He's the epitome of that. So I just simply want to say thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach, I know you mentioned that recruiting is just one of many aspects of this, but obviously you said you're starting to use it in 2021 recruiting, and looking at this is kind of similar to what football went through with there's a fundraising stage and there's years of construction and stuff. Do you look at what they did and how they were able to use that as almost a blueprint for how you can leverage that in recruiting?
You look what they did when they started to do all that with their building. They had 3 top 25 classes in a row, right? Then we had the unfortunate incident with Jordan, and it set us back a year in recruiting. So I'd like to think as that building continues to finish up, it's a beautiful building. It's going to help continue to attract athletes, and it takes a little bit longer with football to build a program than it does with basketball. Every recruit I've had in for the last 2 years is like, I can't promise you this, but this is in the works. Okay, so I've had drawings for 2 or 3 years, right? Not that nice of a rendering right there. That's beautiful. But now with the class of 21, I'm like, okay, I can promise you we're going to have a practice facility, and this is what's going to be in it, and it's going to be so great for you.
What are the attributes that recruits get most excited about when you're talking to them about facilities?
Well, they're 18-year-old kids, so you walk them in here, I mean, you get pretty excited, right? The first time I walked in here, the hair on the back of my neck stood up. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So now you got an 18-year-old kid, then you're showing them, we're an Under Armour school, and all the gear we get because, we're Under Armour and all that kind of stuff, and then, we do things right. The money I raise, we do things first class, and now you're going to show them this. It's going to be a brand new locker room. It's going to be a brand new, offices, medicine, facility for them with doctors and different things. So that helps with the parents too, right? And the thing I love about this building is everything's contained in here. What I mean by that is we do study hall in here, we can eat in here, and that's not going to have to change, but it's just going to be a lot more convenient for everybody.
Time for two more guys.
How is the strength and conditioning facility here compared to the one that's being built?
So it depends how much money we can raise.
Yeah.
So I don't want to shrink the building. I want to build a beautiful building. It doesn't have to be the biggest building in the country. It's a little more expensive on the East Coast to build things. I get it. But let's build a great building. So it's at least 4 times what we have in there. It could be 5, could be 6, all depends. So I work out on an elliptical. The elliptical's in the hallway where I work out. My elliptical in the new facility is going to be in the weight room. Okay, so let's put it that way.
Any more?
All right, guys. Thanks for coming
everyone.
out. Great turnout.